Elly De La Cruz, when he was coming up, he was written about by some evaluators as having the potential to be the best player in baseball. The moment that was published, Elly De La Cruz had almost no chance for a lot of fans, for a lot of outsiders. None. Because if that's the standard, he's set up to fail. I mean, there aren't many athletes that we talk about. He's got a chance to be the greatest of all time. We don't do that. You imagine the Bengals draft Joe Burrow and it's, look, dude, he has a chance. He has a chance to be the greatest quarterback ever. It's like, okay, chances are he's not going to be, because the odds of anybody being the greatest ever aren't great. So I think, unfortunately, Elly De La Cruz, from even before he ever stepped foot on a big league field, was kind of set up to fail because of the hype that he had nothing to do with. Elly didn't say, I'm going to be the best player of all time. Elly didn't say, I'm going to be the best player at my position. Elly didn't say, I will be regarded as maybe being the best player in the sport. None of that came out of his mouth. And so I think what has happened here with Elly De La Cruz is we're waiting for him to be that. Guess what? The odds have never been in his favor of being that. Could it happen? I guess. Would it be awesome if it did? Sure. But being good, when you have been hyped like Elly De La Cruz, merely being good, you got no shot. I think of Jay Bruce. Now, Jay Bruce got to Cincinnati Memorial Day weekend 2008. I do not know to this day if there's been a Reds prospect, at least in my adult life, whose arrival at the big league level was accompanied by more hype than Jay Bruce. And it got to the point where you thought, like, this dude might be the greatest right fielder of all time. What did Jay Bruce do? Had a really good career. Had some awesome seasons, was an all-star, was a Silver Slugger Award winner. But did he match the hype? If you remember the hype, chances are the answer is no. So I think what happens with Elly De La Cruz is, because he's not being what we were told he could be, the guy has almost no chance. I also referenced yesterday Zach Cozart's tweet, and I know if you're listening to this show, pretty decent chance, I guess, you're not on Twitter. But Zach Cozart saw a video of Elly De La Cruz's nonchalant play on Sunday afternoon, a play that deserved criticism, and Zach Cozart called it lazy. My initial take was, you know what? Good. Like, somebody should call that stuff out. Somebody should hold him accountable, and I still sort of feel that way. But what happens now, instead of talking about this team, which is incredibly deeply flawed, now we just point the finger at Elly De La Cruz. The Cincinnati Reds have a lot of problems. A lot. You don't need me to tell you that. You know who's not on the list of problems? Elly De La Cruz.